Hey guys, welcome back to Age of Mythology. We're doing Season 2, Part 8. Also, sorry about the last episode. My brain kinda went off when I was
North
trying
of
to
here,
check.
a great tamarisk tree grows from the riverbank. In its trunk, we will find the head of Osiris.
Chiron! Soldiers approach!
I am Njordseer. We're following the One-Eye. We've tracked him all the way from Midgard.
The One-Eye? Gargarensis? The Cyclops?
Aye, he has united the giants, up north. Much of Midgard now lies in ruin. We were sent to follow him in hopes of preventing Ragnarok,
Ragnarok?
the end of the world. Have you seen the One-Eye?
He is here. We are fighting against him as well. Will you join us?
We will.
Enito, Ayo
Look,
refer,
a scout.
Ayo refer,
Follow him back to
Dayo,
his camp. Perhaps they can help us.
UIR, Ayo refer,
Now this one, it starts
Welcome
introducing
to
you
our camp,
to
noble one.
the
Protect
Norse.
us,
UIR,
and we shall help you fight your way to the
which?
tamarisk tree.
Meanator. You refer I air in which you I air
Entio, UIR,
Mummies threaten our camp. Seek out and destroy these tombs in the desert, and the attacks will stop.
samþykkt,
Skipan! Já, já.
Entio, refer,
Procesce? Malista. Ne.
Enito, UIR,
Prostegma? Malista. Malista. Vulme. Malista. Ne. Esto. Malista. Ne. Kalos. Esto. Ne. Kalos. Izvoli.
Já, já, já. Sækið fram.
rig you I air rig Tayo
já, ég vil,
Et esto. Malista. Vulme. Ne. Esto. Ne. Vulme. Esto. Ne. Procesce. Vulme.
Tilbúin. Ég vil.
Procesce. Esto. Vulme. Malista. Esto. Malista. Vulme. Malista. Vulme.
rig you I air in which Tayo
Etimus. Ne. Vulme. Esto. Ne. Vulme.
Inito Tayo
Prostegma. Ne.
in which Tayo
Procesce. Ne. Vulme. Malista. Prostegma. Esto. Malista. Ne. Esto. Ne. Procesce. Ne. Vulme. Esto.
Já. Tilbúin. Ég vil. Rás.
Prostegma. Malista. Prostegma. Vulme.
Já, að rás.
rig
NGO Arc. UAE.
Oh, I get gold for doing that?
Prossesje.
Okay.
Skipan.
In Wedge. NGO.
Prossesje.
Skipan. Skipan. Cycle Bram.
In Wedge.
Something.
Direct. UAE.
Meanator. I air. You I air.
Ooh. That was a close one. Managed to avoid a wave a little bit, but now I know where they're actually going to hit me from.
UER.
Etimos. Ne. Volume.
Which would be the left side. Because I know this, now I can
Meanator.
safely counter it.
You I air. Meanator. Up. EU refer. Tayo. Pro ear toy.
Into you, N wedge. Ear at you.
Prossesje. Kalos.
Skipan. Tilbúin. Ég vil.
Skipan, satt.
Enwich. Meanator. Tayo. Up.
N wedge. Into you.
Prossesje. Malista.
Tayu.
Prossesje. Ne. Volume. Malista. Esto. Ne.
Gereg. UER.
Oh. That's not good.
Etim. Ne. Esto.
That's why I want to deal with the mummies right away.
Volume. Malista. Volume.
Because I guaranteed lose 2 guys every time a mummy decides to attack, because
Esto.
their ability does a little more than insta-kill, and it's really awesome.
Malista.
Not fun to go against, though.
Ne. Volume. Esto. Malista. Volume. Esto. Malista. Kalos.
Tilbúin. Ég vil.
Gereg. In wedge.
Prostag Malis. Volume. Esto. Volume. Esto. Volume. Malista. Prossesje. Ne. Malista.
Meanator. You I air.
Prossesje. Izvoli.
Greg.
That's perfect. I can just do this and problem solved.
In wedge. UER. Eurifer.
in which I air, Grig, EU refer, Hro Iatawi,
Can't deny though, going from Egyptian to ox carts though in the campaign, it doesn't really work.
Grig Baya,
Because ox carts are free. Or, no, they're not free. They are mobile transports, which is awesome, but Egyptians get most of their
in which
utility buildings, I think the word is, practically for free, so kind of defeats the whole point.
Prostegma. Malista.
UAE.
Grig, Tayu, UI air, Tayu,
Proseshe. Kalos.
Inagio. Ayatio.
Let's do a Ross.
Jirej. Inagirek. Antio. Inagirek. Tayo.
Etimus. Volume.
Into you. Girl. UEL. UEL.
Jirej. Tayo.
Where
UAE. Tayo.
Gary. UEL.
Greek. UIR. Ég vil. Já. Samþykkt. Satt. Ég vil.
I don't need ox carts anyways.
Satt.
It'll be a sacrificial
Ég vil.
cart.
Gary. Into you. EU refer. UEL. Gary. ER rechter.
Prostegma.
And EU refer. Into you. And
A hero has fallen.
Gary. EU refer. UEL. Into you. Gary. EU refer.
Grig, EU refer, Tayu, Ak, UI Tayu, EU refer, Ak,
Inage. Regio.
Into you. Into you. UEL.
And which are you
Eti
referring?
volume.
Into you.
in which no, Tayu,
Alright, now we're gonna get a market right here.
UI air,
Maybe two.
UI air refer, Meanator,
In which UER.
in which Tayu,
In which
Inagirek. Erifir.
in which EU refer,
Antio.
Gary.
Prostegma. Esto.
and Dayo. UIR.
Proseshe. Malista.
Inegire. UAE. Erifir. Tayo. UAE. Tayo.
Proseše. Ne. Izvoli. Proseše. Etimus. Prostajma.
Inegire. Entio. Tayo.
Etimus.
Tilbúin?
Camels, there we go.
Meanator, tayo. UI air.
I guess these are just decoration at this point. One of those.
Proseše. Volume.
Some spearmen right away. Because I need those. So how much gold am I getting per cannon? That's what I'm curious about. The answer is 46?
Meanator. EU refer. Ak. Meanator. Ak. Ak.
In EU refer. Into you.
Image UER. Tayo. UER. Ak. Irifer. UER. Irifer. UER. Irifer. Tayo.
Gerek. UER. EU refer.
Tayo.
Into you. UER. EU refer.
Antio.
Greek. Ayo refer.
Proseše. Volume.
So what does this rock offer? It makes myth units cheaper.
Proseše. Esto. Ne.
I wasn't entirely thinking of doing myth units, to be honest, but
Esto.
sure, why not? It's
Erifir.
a shame though that when it comes to fighting the Egyptians, myth units have almost no place, simply because of how hard the counter is.
In which? Into you.
Etimus. Kalos. Prostajma.
Gerek. Into you. Gerek. UER. Into you. UER. Into you. Into you. Into you. Gerek. EU refers. UER.
Greek. Tayo.
In which? Into you.
Prostajma. Volume.
Meanator. Ak.
I didn't realize I had a market right beside, but that ain't gonna do me any good. It's too close. And if there is a method to using the markets at point blank, well, I wouldn't know much of the value other than trading food probably for gold. That's the best I can think of.
Girej. Erifir. Ak. Erifir.
Into you.
Anwij.
Etimo. Esto.
I'm gonna recruit one Ross and treat it like a Greek Pegasus. And for those of you who did not watch the previous episodes, or parts, I mean, a Pegasus is basically a flying scout. Doesn't do any fighting, doesn't do anything interesting. It just relays you information about the land as you move it around. And that's how I'm thinking of using the Ross for now. Because what I need is information of the layout. Because I don't know this and I don't know the campaign by heart. I like to go into games not familiar. Or not too familiar at least.
Proceshe. Esto. Esto.
In wedge. Tayo.
Alright, now's a good time to send it back if it doesn't die to arrows. And it died to arrows.
Tayo.
Alright, so what's the next age gonna be? We're gonna do mummies.
Eurifer.
Antio.
Because I want a strong, independent pharaoh.
Ak. Erifir. Ak. Antio.
In wedge. Ró in Yawit. Samþykkt. In wedge. Eurifer.
Monument of Pharaohs. Oh. Judging by the design, makes me think the whole thing would probably be made out of something like onyx and gold. Reason to bring it up though. Just something that came up in my mind as a question about what it would be made out of.
Inito. Tayo. Tayo.
2 barrows, let's go.
In its direct.
Monument of the Monument to the Gods.
In which Greek you refer? You refer?
Image erect.
Just a bit more gold to go. There we go. So this is a monument to gods. Not entirely sure about the design. And we're gonna use some sphinxes just to get rid of the food problem, or favor, I mean. And then get some upgrades for it so that I'm not just wasting favor on sphinxes meaninglessly. I could have sworn that sphinxes had wings, though, to be honest. I thought they were those, riddlers who give you a riddle, and if you solve the riddle, you get a reward, and if you get it wrong, you die, or something like that. Or maybe they're just going for the classic ones that I saw from... I don't remember if it was the same thing, or different. From, Aladdin is where I remember it from, or maybe not, I don't know. Just sand lions with human faces. I don't know. Just speaking my mind a bit too much, sorry. You know, I'm curious, I'm gonna look. Sphinx was originally a Greek word, too strange, that was applied to the pharaoh-headed lion statues that the Greeks saw in Egypt, that Herodotus named Androsphinx. The Greek Sphinx was a monstrous brood of Typhoon and Echidna, usually depicted as a winged lion. Okay, so it was the thing I was thinking, with a female head. She sat on a rock near Thebes and asked passers-by for a famous question. What animal is that which in the morning goes on 4 feet, at noon on 2, and in the evening upon 3? Those who cannot answer were eaten. Oedipus knew the correct answer, humans, and caused the Sphinx so much consternation that she cast herself from her rock and died. Okay, so it was the same thing I was thinking of, just these are wingless ones. Okay, now I know. Of course, they probably don't come with wings because it's supposed to be nerfed. You wouldn't want a Sphinx flying around causing OP chaos. Especially since they're using it as an early game unit. So how does this represent gods? Because it's supposedly an oversized crown with a person with fake wings and a scale dress? Maybe it's supposed to represent Isis, maybe? I'm not sure.
Irifer.
It's not very clear to me.
Irifer.
Inagire. In what?
Oh, there's the second pharaoh. So we're gonna turn this pharaoh into a son of Osiris, who is just awesome in general. And we're gonna turn him into someone useless, who just sits here at the town center and does his little dance for all eternity. He will be emergency backups whenever I need it. But not much more than an emergency backup, because he's very useful, and I don't want to waste him.
Into
I got the heavy spearmen. Once they're champion tier, it should be a good idea to start pushing using them.
In wedge. Taiju. UER.
Inagire.
There's pharaoh number 2. And this one's getting weakened, so we're gonna retreat him. And holy cow!
Into UER.
Direi. NGO. In what? NGO. NGO. Inagire. UAE. Hayo. NGO. Erifir. I at you. Direct.
Those priests are devastating. Thankfully, though, elephants are broken in this game. They have not so good armor, which it's good against range. It's got really good attack, and then its health bar makes up for all of its weaknesses. This thing's literally the titan of all normal units. Nothing that I am aware of can compete with it in a fair fight. But it takes 5 population for each one.
Into UER.
So it's like, yes, they are broken, very much. But if you use them right, that doesn't matter about their weaknesses. As long as you're careful about not wasting these guys, who are probably worth 3 units. They're definitely worth at least 3 spearmen at the minimum. But they have a lower fatality rate if you are actually trying to preserve lives. Because dropping an elephant down low on health is not easy. Especially if it's an even fight in numbers. Kind of have to outnumber them a lot.
into in wedge UER.
Let's see. I got 3 Sphinxes. Let's get a Ross. And we're gonna take the 2 Pharaohs. Elephant's got the defense. I'm just gonna do that. Okay. So we're gonna go deal, or at least send the Ross to go deal with that temple, because I don't like it. And we're gonna go pinch the relics too while we're at it. And if I'm lucky, nothing will go wrong. And I feel like I jinx it when I say that.
In wet carry Hayo, Hayo, UAE. Antio carry UAE.
More gold. Awesome. Alright, objective complete. Now we're returning everybody back. And hope that nothing goes wrong.
Into you, in wedge.
Which everything might go wrong for all I know. I think one of the mummies got past me, so... Yeah, there it is.
Into you.
I don't like how it's repeatedly running away, so I'm going to try to stop it. There we go. It can still insta-kill the elephants despite the health bar, so it really helps to make sure they don't use their ability if possible. Okay. So for items, we have more favor and train infantry faster, I think it said. Yeah, infantry now trains faster.
Antio, Ark, Erifir, Inejirek.
Izvoli.
UAE, Hayo, Ayatio.
Just gonna get rid of that scarab beetle. And then we're gonna focus on all of the ranged units.
In wet, Ayatio.
And we're gonna spread the areas so that I have the pushing advantage compared to them. And I managed to do it with what I hope to be 0 casualties. I wasn't entirely watching for casualties. In fact, I wasn't checking at all.
In wedge, UAE. In wedge, Jirech. In wedge, Hayo. In a Jirech. NGO.
Another wave.
UAE.
This quick? Okay.
NGO. NGO. IISO. IISO. NGO.
It could just be my imagination though. But I really feel like regular archers are inaccurate while sling throwers are more
Gary,
accurate.
EU refer. EU refer. Gary, into you. EU refer. Into you. In which UER. Gary.
In wedge.
Well, they're sending elephants and archers, so I'm gonna try some camels, see if those are a good choice. I don't know why, but I almost never use the axemen. They're very good against melee, but it's just that their lack of anti-range just... I don't know, it makes me never use them.
In which UER. Into you. UER.
Yeah, we're just gonna send a whole bunch of elephants
Into you.
and have it be carried by this one bird. And somehow, it'll just, it'll lift. Somehow.
Ég vil.
Nobody knows the power of the bird, but apparently it'll have as much trouble as lifting 15 elephants as it does 15 monkeys.
In which? Via?
In which UER at you.
In wedge. Tayo. UAE. Erifir.
Gary, here at you.
NGO. In wedge. UAE. In a
In at you.
In a IISO.
Into you. At you. Gary, UER.
Oh, they got spearmen and axemen this time. And they didn't bring priests.
Into you.
Interesting choice.
In wedge. UAE. NGO.
In which? In EU refer. UER. Into you. In which?
Increases the hit points of
Into you.
Okay. More hit points is good.
In which? Into you.
Okay,
Into
we
you.
are now going to start pushing
UER.
the AI from this side, because they love pushing from the left.
UAE. Tayo.
Gary, here at you.
In a Jirek. Tayo. IISO. In wedge. NGO.
Gary, UER.
Alright.
NGO.
More healing will now be done before the next push.
Into you. In which? UER. Gary. In which? Into you.
Procession.
Gary. Into you. Into you. EU refer. Into you. Into you.
Etios.
Oh. They're actually sending guys from here.
Garrett. EU refer. EU refer. EU refer.
Inagirek.
Garrett. EU refer. EU refer. Into you.
Angio. Erifir. UAE.
Into you refer. At you. And EU refer. Into you. Here at you.
Erifir. Ayatio.
In which. Here air erupted. In which. At you.
Angio. Ayatio.
Oh, crops. Perfect. Get over here.
Ayatio.
Into you. At you. And into at you.
Angio. Angio. Angio.
Go. At you.
In which? Erifir. Erifir. Angio.
In which. At you.
In which? UAE. Hayo. Hayo. Erifir. Angio. Ayatio.
Gary. At you. Here at here air you here at you. Into you.
Alright, that's the end of that wave.
Great.
In which. Into you.
Managed to do a sizable amount of damage, too.
Into you.
Of course, I don't know if they'll rebuild any of that.
UEF. Gary. Into you.
Let's make a couple monks. 'Cause I see them often using myth units. Not too often, but there's always one in there. And I need some archers anyway. And I find that priests are easily the best archers because they can outrange towers. Specifically in endgame they do.
Into you.
And it's really funny. Because it is possible to actually beat the entire game with just priests. If you can, you know, make enough of them. And they heal.
Into you.
Great. And they got some good health and acceptable armor too, so
into you.
They don't go down instantly.
Garrick. UEL.
Garrick. Beja. Hver þar?
In which? Hayo. Erifir. In a Erifir. In which? In a Jirek.
And which are you referring?
Just gonna wait for the next pharaoh to get made, and then I will proceed with the next siege.
In which? Hayo.
Enito, are you refer? Are you refer?
Oh, I'm already max population. Oh, and they're attacking again.
Enito, Dayo.
Not as potent this time.
In which?
Matter of fact, their attack seems to be a lot weaker than before.
In a Jirek. UAE.
You know what? It's so weak that I think I feel safe enough to attack with what I have.
Hayo. 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 Tayo. Erifir.
Into you. Ak.
And we're gonna do a wall right here.
Inajira. Erifir.
And just in case they decide to loop around from this angle, we're gonna leave the Pharaoh right here for now.
Greek. Ayo refer.
Just in case.
Dayo. UIR. Dayo. Ayo refer. Greek. And we. Dayo. Ayo refer.
He's Woli.
In which Gary, in which into you, at you, in UER,
And which.
in which UER, ia at you, in which
Enito. Gerak.
In UAE. Tayo. UAE.
Ak.
Jirej. Ak. UAE.
Okay, so they did try to sneak through there.
And which. Ayo refer.
into you, UER,
So I will punish them for it.
Into you refer. Tayo.
Now that I know that they're gonna go through that area as a second emergency, I can also proceed to attack that area, or block off that area.
UER,
Because AI pathing
UER.
chooses the least defended area. It's great.
In a Jirek. I at you.
EU,
And which. Greek. Dayo.
Jirek. Tayo. Jirek. I at you.
in which Gary, ia at you, into you, at you, in at you,
In what?
into you, UEL, ia at you, into you, into you,
You refer. You refer. UER.
in which at you, into you,
In Wales. I at you. Erifir. UAE. In which? UAE. Ak.
Meanator.
Okay, these gold diggers are done.
Fair.
I'll get those over
what?
there. How's the tower?
In which?
Still being built. Okay, so I got time to rest
into you,
for these characters.
Gary, UEL, EU refer,
And which. Enito. Greek. And which.
In which?
Enito. And which. Enito.
Okay,
In a
so
Jirek.
he's the only pharaoh, but I've got the research for 2. Which leaves me confused,
in which,
because I don't know where
In
the
a
other
Jirek.
pharaoh is.
in which,
And you?
Entio.
I don't like not knowing, but what can I do? A lot.
Irifer.
We're gonna put a tower right here.
Gary.
As we proceed to push up here. If the villager dies, then, well, that's unfortunate.
And we. Tayo. You, I repair. Repair.
Into.
Greek.
Into. At you.
Benito. Repair. Tayo. Repair.
Into. At you. Into. En rechter. En rechter.
Greek. Repair.
En which. Into you.
Greek. UIR.
In which. UER.
And which.
In which. Via. Tayo.
And which. Greek.
Gary.
And which. UIR.
Into you.
Well, can only have one person on one. That's unfortunate.
And which.
I was thinking of having a whole bunch of priests heal one, then
Greek.
just give it some super regen or something. Oh well.
Tayo.
Now on to the... I think this might be the last siege.
Into you.
And then I can safely neglect the enemy's offenses.
Inito IR. Tayo. Ak.
Image rec. Ak.
Greek. Tayo. Greek. Ayo repair. Tayo. And ayo repair. Tayo.
Into you.
And we tayo. UIR. Tayo.
Gary. Into Gary.
Ini ayo repair.
Into you. At you. Yeah, at you. In which. Yeah, at you.
And which. Tayo.
Edimus. Kalos.
In which.
Alright, now I just gotta do one final thing.
Tayo. EU refer.
And that's chop down the tree. Could have done that from the beginning, but I would have had to deal with the AI sieging my villagers while doing so. Well, because this is Titan bot difficulty, I don't want to make this any harder than it needs to be.
Enito. Enitayo. UIR.
Into you.
Greek. UIR. UIR. UIR.
At least not on this game specifically. Some of the games I've been making it harder than it needs to be by doing stuff I wouldn't normally do if I was trying to survive, but... Kinda like Pal World for my hardcore runs. I don't really try on them, but sometimes it's fun to do a little bit of trying, but it's mostly just been experimenting for quite a while now. Just figuring out what bold ideas I can do that work and which ones that don't. Meaningless stuff like that.
In wedge, pile.
And which? And you refer?
N-way. Into you.
And you refer?
Into you. Gering. N-way. Into you. Into you. Into you. Ia rechte.
In a jirek. Into you.
Okay. And then we're just gonna get some towers right around here, because if I remember correctly, they do stuff like serpents and mummy spawns and stuff. If I remember correctly. Based on my track record, I could be wrong, but just in case. And oh my gosh, I just spent another hour doing this. I don't know why I do this to myself, but at the same time, this is not the beginning, so the campaigns do take a bit more effort to do a perfect completion. And with how things are, now I can just casually erase all this. I don't need any of it anymore.
Antio. Erifir.
Which means I no longer need Sphinx production. And these villagers no longer have to touch another grain of wheat. Or berries.
Grig, Envitayu, Inito.
Another seed
Grig,
of it.
UIR, Inito.
No more growing crops in general. It's just gonna be my character with a whole bunch of villagers doing all their stuff. And killing this alligator, who's going to most likely attack a villager.
UIR, Tayu. In which?
Before I do that entirely, now that I've got just about everything completely prepared now, still no second pharaoh. A little sad about it, but oh well. Okay. We're just having everybody involved in this. This is a community effort. Especially since I think some of the trees can come to life after a certain amount of damage. Oh, there's some of the stuff I was worried about. And that's why I have heroes and stuff around. I still can't see their god powers. Everyone will be dedicating to chopping this tree. Everyone! And we're gonna have the low tier Pharaoh. Start enhancing that.
In which?
Now that all the towers are built and stuff,
Meanator,
we're just
iatawit.
lots of chopping.
Prostigma.
Just lots and
Anwi
lots of chopping.
UIR.
I might even speed this up depending on how long it takes. Alright, it's finally done. If you enjoyed that, do subscribe, helps out the channel, and I'll see you in the next part. Bye.